Hello everyone. For my book this week, I chose to read a book called Missing May by Cynthia Rylant. And in this book, it's about 98 pages, and I said it'd be really good for older readers, about 3rd grade, and I think you can even go all the way up to 7th grade and have a nice read for those older kids as well. The copyright date was 1992, and it was published by Orchard Books, and then it won the Newbery Award in 1993, so a year after it was published. In this story, it has the 3 main characters that are here on the page. It does not have an illustrator on here, but this front cover did a really great job of having those 3 main characters, Aube and Summer, who are the 2 main characters, and then Celtis is on here as well. And so this is a great job of kind of having those characters together on this page. In this book, May is the caregiver of Summer and also the wife of Aube, and she passes away unexpectedly, and they don't have any idea of how it happened. It just kind of came out of nowhere, and they were not ready for it. In this story as well, they talk about how they felt very unprepared by the death and how they haven't been able to really mourn about it because it happened so quick to where they weren't able to mourn about it, and they had to kind of pick up and be a socialite for everyone else to really hurt and not them. And so they kind of go through the struggles during the story. It talks about how May is trying to be there for Aube, as well as them trying to kind of work through this, and then Celtis comes into their life, and it's kind of like a breath of fresh air for Aube, but Summer does not know how she feels about him at first, so there's kind of a conflict with those two. Only on Summer's side, Celtis loves being around and is a friend of Summer's from school, and so he come over a lot to do homework and kind of hang out and everything like that. In this story, they go on an adventure to go find someone to help them feel May. In the story, Aube really feels a connection and Summer has not. And Celtis comes up with the idea of being able to go and feel and be with May once again and kind of like have that connection to the other world. And so it gets kind of unexpected there. They do not find her, but Aube finds new peace with this. And Summer does not. Summer's frustrated, and Summer finally has her moment to break down. And overall, I think the theme of this book would be mourning and how these people have been able to overcome their mourning of what has happened in their life with missing May and May passing away. And so Aube really has that breath, and then there's the frustration of May, and then she finally has that breakdown, and now she can truly feel May talking to her like Aube did before. And with that, the setting takes place in a town. The book really didn't say where, except for in South Carolina is where it took place. I thought this book was a great way to connect to children who have lost someone before in their life and don't know how to cope with that, or they can be Celtis, that friend, as well. It really reminded me of Bridge to Terabithia, when he lost his friend and his companion and he didn't understand why, and I think those two stories really can collide in that. An activity I said would be great for this book would be for us to read it as a class. As a teacher, you'd read it chapter by chapter, and then the kids would have a paper book and then fill out the summary every chapter to really have that understanding, because it's kind of hard to follow in ways, but you kind of read a couple chapters, they're very short chapters, and then are able to summarize that in their own little book, and maybe you can do predictions, or you could kind of say their thoughts on it as well. Overall, this was a really great book, and I enjoyed reading it.